get a big lead here.
Seems like Saucy's making a little bit of noise here. He's dropped the Hunt, he's dropped the Prowler, a lot of noise B, but it's actually the first kill going the way of FPX towards A.
You can't do anything about that.
No, not at all. Berlin still causing problems. Hasn't taken a lick of damage. Now he's taking a step back, but Autumn is on the prowl. He's on the flank. He's behind him. As Berlin once again, 1 bullet, 1 kill. All members of Sentinel starting to crumble, starting to fall apart. This pistol seems to be going the way of the defense. I mean, they're completely surrounded, Dre. They've got every single corner with threat. FPX gets the first.
And ult play, that's why.
Yeah, it feels like there's a lot of this round, the success of the round is being hinged upon whether or not they can find value with the Thrash. Ayang's been detained, tries jumping around to save his life and cannot. As Zekin gets 2 on the round. They've got the sight. They should be able to get the spike down.
And that's upgrades now too. No one here to thwart the plant. Lil bro will get it, that spike planted.
Spike planted.
And it's going to be a late flank from Autumn. Did the rest of the members of FPX try to go first here? Try to make a distraction, allow him to find a timing?
Yeah, with his ult, maybe. That's a tough thing you're going to have to deal with. Tens is holding the line, too.
Wow.
Zekin's got 3 on the round. Lysor had no shot there. And what do you do in a situation like that? Autumn on the second swing will not find success. Slipe's doing his best to keep this round going their way, and he cannot. Sentinels are on the board. I want to mention very quickly, Autumn has another op online. I think this is the 2nd or 3rd time. We haven't seen any value with it. Meanwhile, the dump onto A is ridiculous. You've got the Nightfall, you've got the Orbital Strike, you've got everything thrown towards the site. Berlin will ultimately fall as well, and I mean, we're what, 20 seconds into the round and it's done. I mean, it's a save.
Yeah, it was the same set play that Tens did previously. With FPX didn't really have to feel all that power. But now that they feel it, I mean, Zelsis just felt something. A little bit of a headache there, huh?
Zekin did too.
I mean, they have to save this operator, but it's going to be a full hunt. Yeah, he's so clean with the op.
There is a little bit more presence here, though. Zelsis is close by.
Ooh. What a shot.
An elbow is all it took.
Yeah, that first jiggle.
And then, honestly, that was such a bold swing out from Autumn, too. He was past the point of his TP at that point.
I mean, you got to make something happen, right? With that operator, him just sitting back in passive angles was not working for them in the last couple of rounds. Oh, it's picks across the board right now.
This is tough, man. This throws the attack into such a tizzy. If you're not finding success on either side of the map, you're thrown into plan C, plan D of your approach. And
you have no smokes on the field right now. Berlin took a little bit to get there, but he gets the kill. Life, he might get a 3rd into this round. But it's Berlin to clean it all up.
Berlin is with them. They just had a Prowler clear out showers.
There it is. Push him back, and now you can overwhelm.
If they want to commit to it. And it seems like that's exactly what they're going to do. What a shot out from Autumn. Staying alive through the decay and through the damage and aggressively checking into another.
I mean, an absolute madman, and he gets punished for it, though. Zelsis not falling for any of those shenanigans.
No, his thing's so down. All members from FPX rotating back towards A. And Sentinels have cut noise.
Launching smoke.
And only 1 smoke to work with, and they decide to smoke off U-Haul, and that might be detrimental to them.
Yeah, almost getting punished up from heaven. That second smoke causing a little bit of problems. Berlin still had an angle to play around. Look at the health bars on the members of Sentinels. They're so weak.
Yeah. But Tens, he picked up that operator. He might be able to work something with this, work some magic. Some of that
30
Tens
seconds
magic.
This smoke is interesting too. It gives them passage out if they decide that they want to flip the map, but hanging on for now. 20 seconds left in the round. A little bit of presence in U-Haul. You've got Zelsis who's starting to creep forward. Fretting on the plant. That's not the right one. Time is running short. That shot will connect, but with 10 seconds left, how much more can you do? Can you buy enough time for the spike to go down? No.
Yeah.
Sentinels seem to have chosen the right site.
30 seconds left.
Most definitely. It's all up to Life here. I don't know if you can anchor this alone. Oh, you might find a timing. Oh, you get spotted.
Again, the only smoke has been invested. The flash is so pretty. Whoa. Life gets another 2.
Spike planted.
And an Omen ultimate committed.
He was alone.
Tens wasn't ready for that. I don't think they heard that at all.
I mean, Berlin TP'd into that. You're absolutely right. He was so far ahead of everything else. Now Zelsis is left in a 1v3, able to find the first. The peek onto the second will not connect. The defuse comes through as FPX will get another. Or the wave Sentinels, FPX responding with a bit of their own. And the chamber ult used right at the very beginning. Berlin with Goop in face has to take a step back. This is so bold.
Oh, what a punish.
So reckless. Life with 3 on the round, and Berlin cleans it up.
Sure.
Yeah, take a look at Zekin's position. He was for the longest. I mean, he's still back in spawn, waiting for any noise, waiting to be as reactive as he can be, as quickly as he can be, because this is very decisive out from FPX.
Oh, what a fade eye.
It was perfect. John's getting online. Zekin on the swing out, trying to find a little bit more as Ayang has crept back sight. Him and Berlin, those two in tandem, just pushing their way forward, trying to mow over Sentinels, and it's Autumn who cleans things up. Zekin's left alone, he's trying to tuck down 22 HP, it's someone over the top, he's gotten behind him! Zekin with the 3K in the round for Sentinels. It's 1 or 2 members, but I think they can send it, and then they go through TP, they head back towards Showers.
Yep, and the problem here is if Autumn doesn't win this 1v1, it gets thwarted.
And that's exactly what happened, so now they, what, do they try to reinvest back towards B?
I think they have to full commit. The spike is all the way up base short. Saucy, he's just going to delay right now.
Things have been thrown into disarray. I thought Life was going to try to get out. If he dies, yeah, that's a spike. That's a problem.
Down A.
He's so smart.
I think you hit the nail on the head, Dre. If that kill goes the way of FPX and Showers, they have so many things at their disposal.
Yeah.
But that goes down, you've lost Showers control, and then the spike is in this awkward, like, well, do I go up A? Do I TP back B? Or are you guys going to come to us? Towards B, there's no Showers presence. There's no A presence at all. Now we're going to see Life Salt for the first time.
3 members here, though, from Sentinels.
That knife ult's really good. That's going to tag a lot of members. Berlin's already dead.
Yeah, free spam kill.
I mean, Life went out to get info, but his teammates crumbled around him.
Yeah. I mean, no chance, really. Just spam across the board.
I mean, look at where the spike is. It's out. There's no way for them to recover it.
Center looking so good right now.
Yeah, but this also feels like a plan that was poorly executed on the side of FPX.
I mean, sometimes it's just rough. I mean, Jordan Zelsis, he's had so many smoke kills so far. Oh, what a shot. Oh, he almost connected onto that one, but Tens. He'll clean it up along with Zekin, the 1-2 punch, stuff like that. Yeah.
Right, there were double pump fakes, there were triple pump fakes. I mean, they played everything so beautifully on the attack side. And yes, there was some like heavy exec rounds, but that didn't really feel like their DNA.
Yeah, this contact style has just not been working for them so far. I mean, look, another just dry walk into the crosshairs that are trained on them from Sentinel.
And Zekin's able to tuck back in and stay alive. Pops back out with his ult, not going to connect onto anything, but this delay is just so difficult to navigate. I mean, they've barely made it out of short at this point. They haven't really gotten U-Haul. They haven't really gotten a ton of space at all.
And if you look at the ultimates, there's still so many online and available for Sentinels. Look at that. Life is done.
He's cooked. He was tethered, fried. He's done.
This is a new look right now for FPX. It's an attack side operator, and Tens is all alone here. I say that, but I mean, he has supporting cast, but he's the only one in Octagon. That was his backup. Yep, that was his backup.
I wonder here if you're expecting someone else. Yeah, Autumn is. The slow walk into it.
Unbelievably quick.
I wondered if he would be worried about it, if he would even check Octagon, given the smoke, given the fact that Saucy was playing another off angle, but the discipline and the poise out from Autumn.
Yeah. I mean, Autumn has had to play against some of the most ridiculous plays we've seen in Valorant China. So he's got to be ready for stuff like that. People finessing around smokes or even just running through them.
They've got to understand that Hookah hasn't been cleared. Zelsis is here, and Lysor knows. But what can they do about him?
Yeah, this is tough.
I mean, he's like a trap that's been laid. And it's almost like you know he's there. It's like itching in the back of your mind, but you can't really do anything about it. It's all going to be on timing. Meanwhile, Ayang falls. Zelsis on the swing, and now the threat has been realized. Lysor falls, 3v3. Op still in the hands of Autumn, but Berlin not around for long. Meanwhile, Life only has 10 HP. John on the tap. The shot's not going to connect. Zelsis still playing up in Hookah. Finally dealt with. Finally dropped! But it's a Moroccan miracle. John gets 4 on the round, and the defuse comes through. TPs, sends his TP out towards A, and then ults, and then takes the TP. Look at how far back he is. They just dropped a smoke back there. He could pop out on the other side of it. That was the play. A really cool exec from FPX, but only 1 kill found. Sentinel shutting the door on them again.
It's just so chaotic. It's a flood. Sentinels are feeling it. They can taste it.
Just one member left,
down, B.
and it's all on Berlin in a 1v2. The spam's coming through, 25 HP, too many targets to deal with. Sentinels roar their way through a dominant second half to take bind, 13-8.
Just wow.
It's
still up.
That pesky thing is still up.
I mean,
They got what they wanted. They got the spike down. Now they're in a 5v5 post plant.
the Sentinels have so much info once the smoke fades. I guess it's just going to be reoccurring smokes here.
Life still playing in it.
I mean, they know. Sen surely know that there's somebody close by.
They have to know.
I'm
Well, he's dead now. John and Zekin getting a couple openers. Now they can turn their attention over towards Tree. The spike has been going off for a little bit, but it's all been so decisive. And look, they're going to crunch. Sassy trying to deal with the first, and unfortunately he cannot. Zekin gets in on it though with the Sheriff in hand. John's going to stick the defuse all the way, and there's nothing that can stop him. Sentinels get the pistol. Ayang is ready for it.
oh, he sees a barrel in the main.
Not able to land the first shots, and remember, there is more than just this threat here. It's more than just Berlin. Can the rest of Sentinels take space on the site? Well, all of this is happening out towards Mound. If Tens can buy some time, if he continue to be eye candy, there's a shot at this, but FPX manage every single threat so well. Second dance to the Thrash, Zekin's left alone in a 1v3. Berlin's weak, but that spike has been going off for a little while. I don't know if there's enough time for this.
He's not sitting too healthy. 30 HP to his name.
And Tens is in such a good spot. Zekin's smoked off, but you're still going to have to do a Tens.
It's too easy.
Falling, and now Sassy has arrived.
It just looked too easy right there.
30 seconds left.
And that, I'm honestly, that was still a pretty strong position from FPX, all things considered. That was a 5v4. It wasn't like they were super down in numbers and they were heavily outgunned on other maps.
And especially when you don't have a duelist.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you want to go for this A execute, who's going to close the gap?
Well, 2 bits of util, but they're pretty early off of that. You've got the Nightfall and the Paranoia and Tens and Sassy holding the line, but Berlin on the counterpunch, cleaning up a couple of his own. Maybe a little bit of room to breathe here for the attack.
30 seconds left.
Right now, Autumn needs to drop that spike to Berlin, have him plant while he covers for free. Right now, there's no smokes on the field for Sentinels, right? That orb isn't anywhere near A site.
Yeah.
So this could be a really good post-plant opportunity.
Here.
The time is running down low here.
I mean,
And Zekin
seconds
still
left.
has that nade. I mean, he might be able to delay this. This nade is going to be perfect. The cleanup on John as well.
Autumn's now been left on his own with an op in hand trying to Rambo his way through it, and he just can't.
No.
They might try to NB here. They've got a smoke. That's,
Oh,
well,
Spike down, B.
forget the smoke.
it's round over. 30 seconds left.
And they don't have money. You're right. They have to save here.
Oh, wait.
They might try to go for this.
30
30 seconds
seconds
left.
Yeah.
Berlin will fall. They're going to try to get out towards Tree, but Tens is here. Playing just up on the other side of this smoke. I guess they're going to wait for it to go down and then trust the numbers that they have. There it is. What a beautiful reposition out from Tens. A flawless round from Sentinels. The stomp continues. Spy. They're just not giving them these fights anymore. That feels like the biggest difference. Now John was on the swing. He's going to get punished for it. Zekin manages to find safe passage with op in hand. A second dip in.
Oh.
I thought he was going to hit him, and that would have been devastating. The nade's not going to feel good. The pit invested. He's got to stay alive here.
Yeah, but they're all stuck. They're all corralled here. Oh, just now we see Life taking more aggressive space in CT.
What do they have to pound? Zekin has his Roomba. And Tens Hills has full utility, but an op trying to get into a pit in a situation like that, it's all hands on Zekin, and he just cannot. I mean, a random bullet connecting. And FPX alleviates some of this pressure, finally finding that Life puts him down, and now it's half of the door as they turn their attention towards A. Meanwhile, Zaus is still jiggling that angle. Sassy's got his ult online. And it's going to connect onto what, 2?
He gets a lot of info with that and is able to reposition onto site.
Yeah, but there's still a lot of time left in the round.
Yeah, there is, but there's no movement from the side of FPX. They're still deciding to end here, and Life just gets taken out for free. It's a freebie.
So A doesn't work for a couple of tries.
30 seconds left.
And I guess maybe they think they can find some better fortune towards B. But look at Zelsa's positioning.
positioned so well, exactly. The turret's gonna, oh, wait, what's going on right now? Must be a glitch.
Oh, I think it's just out of the cone, just out of the cone.
But he still gets info regardless here.
10
And a
seconds
ping.
left.
Maybe they know. They understand he might be front B.
It seems like they do.
Oh, Autumn's not
Zelsa's
looking.
buying his time. Sassy joins him for the kill. And that's another one for Sentinels.
It's just not working for them.
I mean, they just dropped a Paranoia all the way out towards Broken Door.
With a one-way as well. Oh, Celsius gets orb off of that.
He's going to have his ult.
There.
There it is. There's really no way to clear it out either.
And this is so awkward right now for FPX. That ultimate, it's so unconventional.
Sassy with a big fight here. If life gives him the swing, now he certainly won't. Now with the threat of that on the other side of the wall.
Oh my gosh, it's so scary if you're life right now.
The smoke on the other side. I mean, look at his position. There's literally no room to breathe. Lysor and Autumn, the only two that remain in a 2v4. Zekken's going to be the first to try to get onto the tap. Lysor falls. Zekken's going to stick it the whole way. No resistance. A 9-3 dominant half out for Sentinels.
And just utility being thrown.
Berlin's by himself here. One spotted. He
dead.
may be overstaying his welcome. I mean, there's no way you stand to that. They're so decisive on this hit. As soon as the shoulder was spotted, Zekken was satcheling into his face.
And he's already here, close and personal. He can't connect though.
Really nice shots out from Life.
Last player standing.
And it's leaving Zelsis on his own.
Swarm grenade out.
He's got light armor. And the spike was planted through all that. He's got lineup,
Stop.
throw.
And he's gonna, no way he's gonna flank all the way around. This Molly will buy enough time for it, but he needs to be very careful here. I just don't think it's a very interesting play. Oh, the tap, it might work in his favor.
It's going to buy a little bit of time. Now Lysor's gotten it to half. Autumn has
Whoa.
been spotted, not able to connect the shots. He's got to spam into the smoke, and he can't connect.
Wow,
The pistol goes the way of FPX.
so good in those moments. It's very impressive.
Oh, Spam not finding a kill.
Life, that was a very risky play.
Berlin's getting a little cheeky here as well.
It's just individual heroics that are trying to happen, but this version of Sentinels, with the way that they're playing, it's together. They're playing as a unit. It's going to be very hard, especially if you don't have an escape. I could see if it's Autumn, because he can TP out.
Sure, but your Breach doesn't have that same level
Viper,
of mobility.
Or Viper, yeah. It's tough to get out of dodge.
So they do have a couple of weapons here. They're going to attempt, or at least, I don't even know that Autumn can really get in. He's been tagged, he's been spotted,
spammed,
he's been
yeah.
dealt with.
Oh my goodness.
Another kill
Massacre.
through smokes. Sentinels will get to 10, and yes, that was Zekken popping the ult, clearing so much space towards C. Look at how far back Berlin has had to run away.
It's a free spike planet as well. There is a lot of utility, though, for this retake. Sassy is sitting on that Fade ultimate, though. This could be very deadly for the side of FPX. And the Q is just going to be the Killjoy utility.
Yeah, it's such an aggressive alarm bot.
Look at these mollies. There's 2 mollies pre-placed. This is a crazy post plant from Sentinels.
The Paranoia is out. There's the first. The Molly pop. The alarm bot's going to get some info. FPX haven't really gained very much space other than what they already had. Lysor's the only one who's now further up. With a little bit of help, Berlin's able to get the best of Zelsis. Keep an eye on what members are still back towards Mound. You've got Zekken who's running amok on the site. Berlin's almost getting the defuse. Gets it to half, but now, oh my gosh! What in the world was that? Oh, but it wasn't enough. Just when it seemed like things were gonna fall the way of FPX. Potential last round of FPX's year. Coming in to the biggest tournament as the #2 seed from China. The Rolling Thunder causing so much havoc. There's no crunch coming in from the other side, but it might not matter as Ayong's able to get 2. They've lost control of the spike. Sentinels have been thrown asunder, but Tens has his ult. Able to scoop that thing up, and now it's a mad dash towards A. A mad dash towards Autumn with the op. Does the Viper wall go back up? Does John have enough gas? There it is, now coming back.
A lack of communication on FPX. They should have told Autumn that the Omen ultimate was committed to grab the spike, but he was worried the whole time that he was getting flanked.
Autumn not able to find the first shot. You mentioned how good he's been under pressure, and there's all of it building up to him now, and he crumbles underneath it.
Placing swarm.
Ten's committing to getting the spike down. The Thrash invested. Ion trying to find anything that he can. They've got a numbers advantage here. Can they convert this into a round win? Can they keep their year alive? Utility over the spike as FPX now pushing their way forward. Zealous is holding line, only able to find one though. As Ten's on the spam, connecting onto the second with John QT over his shoulder. A 2v2. Spike ticking away, time is short. Can John do it on his own? He's gotten it down to one. The spam, pre-connecting, and it will be the Red Bull clutch for John QT. Sen City stays alive as they take down FPX.